I just got a new grill. Excited about it. My girlfriend gave me a new grill. It's the first grill I ever owned that doesn't take charcoal. It's propane. Yeah, I don't want to brag, but that's where I'm at in life. Let me tell you, there's nothing more stressful than buying a propane tank. I don't know if you guys knew this, but you can't get on a bus with a propane tank. Nobody tells you. It's not on the label. You just learn that on your own. So I'm there at the bus stop waiting. I see the bus coming. I get the propane tank. The bus pulls up, doors open. Before I can even get on, the bus driver goes, "Hey, you can't come up here with that." It's like, then why stop? That's the most petty shit ever. You just stopped to tell me that? He's like, "You can't come on here with that." I'm like, "Well, I gotta go home." He's like, "Not on here, you're not." I even offered to go in the bike rack in the front just holding the tank the whole time. He said no. So he left, and I did the next best thing. I ordered an Uber, because that's what Ubers are for. Whatever you don't want to put in your car, you put it in somebody else's car. And here's the thing, I have a car, I just don't want the propane tank in there. What if I get in a car accident? We're done. So I ordered the Uber. Uber shows up, and I go to open the door, and it's locked, and I do one of these, like, "Hey, man, door's locked." Rolls down the window a little bit. He goes, "What is that?" I said, "What is what?" He's like, "The tank." I'm like, "Propane." I felt my phone literally go, mm-hmm. I looked down, ride canceled. I said, "Are you kidding me?" He's like, "I don't want that in my car." I said, "Yeah, that's the reason I called you, touche." So I'm not crazy. So I had to walk home with this propane tank, and man, I was so paranoid, like static electricity. That's a real thing. You ever been walking and you bump into somebody ever so slightly and you get the little, you're like, "Oh man, you got me. I got a propane tank." And that happened, we're done. How did Jesus die? Some guy wearing socks ruined his whole day. Cleaned out my refrigerator yesterday, felt good about it. Yeah, I realized I've been working on the same bottle of mustard since I was a kid. Yeah, this bottle's been a part of my life a long time. I don't even know if it's bad or not, because you're like, it's mustard, that's what it tastes like, I guess. Mustard's not that good. Like, we got into mustard earlier than we should have. The guy who invented mustard invented yellow mustard, spicy mustard, Dijon mustard. Like, I want to go up to the guy like, "Bro, keep going, you're really close, man." If you ever tasted mustard and it was delicious, that's honey mustard for sure. And honey is doing all the lifting in that relationship. Did you guys know that mustard was initially invented to clean jewelry? Yeah, that's not true. A complete lie. You know why you believe that? Because you know what it tastes like. Mustard is the only condiment that you can spill on yourself, and people love to point it out and just ruin your whole day. Ever met this person? Like, "Hey man, you got mustard on your shirt." It's like, "Oh man, have a good one." Fuck you, man. If you ever feel lonely, you want to make friends, put mustard on your shirt on purpose. Just walk around, people will come up to you. Like, "Hey man, you got mustard on your shirt." It's like, "Oh shit. What's your name, bro?" Apparently, I don't know the difference between an air fryer and a air purifier. I bought the wrong one. I'm too embarrassed to tell you which one I got. But if you love the smell of wings, come on over, you guys. Yeah, I'm not very bright. I came home with an air purifier. Started putting wings into this fucking thing. It wasn't easy. You gotta put the flats in there first. Then the drums, you gotta finesse them in there. That's the thing, when somebody tells you to buy an air fryer, they tell you to buy it because it's healthier. They're like, "You like wings?" I said, "I love wings." "Well, get an air fryer because you can make it with no oil." I said, "Bet." So as I'm putting wings into my air purifier, the thing is scraping sauce and skin off of the wings. And in my head, I'm like, "Man, they look healthier already." What a wonderful purchase this was. So I put the wings in there, I put the timer, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the wings. They're done, making noise, whatever the machine was doing. And I go to take him out. I can't find how to get him out. Full panic mode. My mom shows up. She's like, Miko, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm making us wings. She's like, where are they? I'm like, they're in there. She walks over, looks at it, she goes, Miko, this is an air purifier. I said, you think so? She's like, I know so, pendejo. She's like, how'd you get them in there? I said, it wasn't easy, Mom. You gotta get the flats in there first. Then the drums, you gotta finesse them in there. She's like, oh my God. He's like, how many wings are in there? I'm like, 24. He's like, why so many? I said, I thought you wanted some too, Mom. She's like, I don't know what you're gonna do. I said, I think I'm gonna have to return this. He's like, where'd you buy it? I said, Bed Bath & Beyond. She's like, you used to work there in college? I said, yeah, so I know the return policy. You know what Bed Bath & Beyond's return policy is? Just bring something in. They'll give you something in return every time. I used to work the return desk. You'd be surprised what people would bring in. There was a guy, every month on the dot, he would come in with a stack of dirty bath towels. Dirty bath towels. And he had the confidence of 1,000 sea lions. He would come in confident, look at me right in the face and go, they don't work anymore. And I look at him like, yeah, I can see why. So I'm on the clock, I gotta help this guy troubleshoot dirty towels. But like, I understand these towels are not working properly, sir. In order for them to work properly, they need to be clean. Luckily, we got clean towels right over there. Go pick out the ones you want, bring them over, we'll swap them out. You'll be like, hell yeah. I don't know how Bed Bath & Beyond makes any money. Like, I can go to Bed Bath & Beyond right now with the blender lid. Just the lid. If you have enough confidence, you can pull off that transaction. You go in there like, it's not working anymore. What's wrong with it? It's just not working, man. Where's the blender? It wasn't in the box. And they'll hit you with that great customer service. But like, you know what, sir? In order for that blender lid to work properly, you need a blender. Luckily, we got blenders right over there. Go get one, bring it over, we'll swap it out. You're like, hell yeah. So now it's my turn to be the bad guy. I show up, man. I show up with my air purifier full of wings. Keep in mind, the wings have been in there all night. It's noon the next day. They smell terrible. So I show up. I'm in line waiting, making my way up the line. And there's a guy in front of me who can clearly smell the wings. He keeps armpit checking himself. Finally, he's like fidgety. He can't take it no more. He turns around, looks at me, he's like, you smell this? I'm like, I don't smell nothing, man. Mind your own business, bro. By the way, you got mustard on your shirt, bro. So I get to the front of the line, and a young college kid's working there. I feel terrible, right? I was once in his shoes. I know what he goes through, but here I am. I'm showing up with the bullshit. So I get to the front, the counter. I set down my air purifier. Young college kid goes for it. He goes, how can I help you? I said, it's not working. He goes, what's wrong with it? I said, it's just not working. He's like, I need to know what's wrong with it. And I said, why? He's like, we write it down on a slip. And in my head, I'm panicking. I'm like, what slip? You're going off script? He goes, what's wrong with it? So I don't want to lie, so I just say, I can't get the wings out. He goes, excuse me? I'm like, there's wings in here that I am unable to extract. He goes, no, I heard you the first time. I'm wondering why there's wings in there. I said, I thought it was an air fryer. He said, it's an air purifier. I said, that is exactly why I'm here. I would like to correct that mistake. And he's judging me, hand on the hip. I can hear his foot tapping. He goes, how'd you get him in there? I said, it wasn't easy, man. Flats gotta go in first. Then the drums, you gotta finesse them in there. He said, how many wings are in there? I'm like, 24, man. He said, that's a lot of wings. I'm like, oh no, they weren't for me. It was for my mom and I. I'm not a 24 wing kind of guy. He goes, I don't know what to tell you right now. I said, I know what you're supposed to tell me. He said, what do you mean? I'm like, in order for these wings to be cooked properly? He goes, oh my God, you work here. I said, no, I don't work here. I used to work here. He's like, then you know what to do. Go get what you need and come back. We'll swap them out. I said, thank you so much. Oh, thank you, guys. And that's how I got a new air fryer, man. On the way home, if you see a Bed Bath & Beyond, just pull in, man. Pop your trunk, get something out of there, man. Just walking with a spare tire like, this blender sucks, man. My name is Jesus Trejo. That's my time. Thank you.